So I just had a chance to pull out half of the hardware and sort it out a little bit. I am ready to get started on the next step of installing the coilover shocks on for the front suspension, and I realized that there's no instruction as to what goes where, which bolts. So I'm going to try to give a parts inventory. There's these three hex head, and they're large diameter head with a smaller Allen key on the top. And then there's these two that are considerably longer, larger diameter, and they appear to be the same hex key. We'll get to that later on. There's these pre-concaved or convex, whichever you want to call them, washers. There's two more hex head bolts, a couple of split washers, and anybody that's ever put anything together knows that those just flatten out and they don't act as a lock washer. So basically that's just one extra step in the manufacturing process to give you a warm fuzzy inside. And then there's these two flat washers, two short hex heads that are just like the longer ones, just shorter, 4 cotter keys, and I don't know where those go yet. We're going to continue on and find out. 2 large lock nuts. These are the nylon style lock nuts, and they're the same size as these that I've already paired with these large, what I would call shoulder bolts. And I think these shoulder bolts are going to go to the front suspension, and I don't know where else, but I'm reasonably certain 4 of those are going to go to the front suspension. And then there's these 6 smaller diameter shoulder bolts with lock nuts that I've already paired. And then these that are threaded all the way up and shorter, but they appear to be the same size as these longer shoulder bolts. But these are not shoulder bolts, they're just threaded the whole way. I guess we'll get started and see where all this stuff goes. I hope that's a reasonable layout. The rest of the hardware that came with it appears to be lug nuts. It's fairly obvious where those go. A couple more Allen keys that I am not certain what those are for, but we'll find out. They may be for securing the fake jerry can to the back. They may be for something else entirely. Could be for the windshield, not sure yet. And then this little package that has these square nuts, or rather rectangle nuts, and short little tiny bolts. And then these that appear to be to secure that in place on the back, which is the spare tire holder. And then 2 more lug nuts that appear to be for the spare tire. And you end up with some miscellaneous tools that are hopefully going to come in handy. Some kind of rubber strap, we'll find out what that's for. Maybe that's for the jerry can also. And then a couple of wrenches. Here we go. These wrenches came with the set also. A 14-17 combo and a 10-8 combo. So stay tuned. I'll try to cut these videos together. No promises. I am severely lacking on the tech side of things right now, so this may just be a whole series of videos, and you can just pick and choose what will be useful. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.